So this is squirrel corn. It's close, or sometimes called white bleeding hearts. This is closely related to the Dutchman's breeches, which is much more common, although this usually blooms a week or two afterwards. And it's got a heart-shaped leaf rather than the little pant-shaped things that's hanging from there. Otherwise, it's very similar. It again has its dicentra, same genus, which means two parts, and they call it that because something, usually a bumblebee, has to be able to pull those little spurs apart to get in there. There's two spurs to get in there to get to the nectar and the pollen. This is a spring ephemeral, so it's going to disappear as soon as the trees leaf out. It has to do everything, come up, leaf out, collect energy, bloom, make seeds, all before the trees leaf out, and after that it just dies back and just the roots to hold on. The roots, if I were to dig down there, and again I don't want to hurt it, look like little corn kernels, thus the name squirrel corn. A great little plant. Oh, and by the way, not a lot of things feed on this. It's got certain chemicals that affect animals' hearts, including, I believe, Coriolis, and so not a lot of things eat it. Another common name for this and Dutchman's breeches is sometimes they call them, they'll call them lamb's kill or goat kill, because again, it's toxic to those kinds of animals. This is a myrmecoccus plant, so if it gets visited by a bumblebee or something else, but usually it's bumblebees, it will form a seed. That seed has a growth on it called an elaiosome, a protein lipid packet that's attached to the seed. And it's very good food for a lot of different ants. And so ants, certain species will collect it, take it back, delete the elaiosome, but discard the seed. And in so doing, they spread the seeds. Myrmecoccus means dispersed by ants. And this is the main way that for about 30% of our spring wildflowers, that is the way. The main spreader of the seeds are ants that pick up these elaisomes. So a beautiful wildflower, lucky to have found it, squirrel corn.